I was probably too externally focused, which made it harder for me to find my purpose. But I had a big defining moment where I was a college professor and, kind of out of nowhere, I lost my job. I got denied tenure, and it was a very, very challenging moment for me, and I was feeling, well, we might get at some of this. I was feeling a lot of different emotions, which I did what we normally do. I tucked them and pushed them down and tried to move forward. And that didn't work. But in the middle of that, I think I started to realize I don't really have the answers right now. Like there was a pattern to my life. I was looking outward, I was striving, and then I wouldn't be. Something would happen and I would feel like I wasn't good enough and I would struggle. And I think this time it was big enough and life altering enough that I finally started to realize I need to go inward and find some different answers. And as I went inward, I think I started to learn more about what really mattered to me, like what was the most important to me. And I started to really work at things like I wanted to be more about serving than, my ego and making sure that I'm having people pat me on the back. And, as I went inward, I started to realize I really love coaching. I have a journey here that I don't even know how it's come upon me, but it's come upon me and it's changed my life. I started to realize I love teaching. I love this message. And then you start pouring into coaching and you realize the more you do it the right way, the more rewarding it is and the more you're rewarded from it. I just think as you start to get to know yourself, you start to know the things that really bring you joy. And I think the more you can be authentic to that, I think that's more of what your purpose is. And, mine wasn't, I didn't plan it out. It's just, I had life experiences and I think I paid attention and I adapted, and maybe there's some guidance to that, but you start to realize you arrive at a spot where you just truly love what you do. Like you just truly love working with people in that capacity. And it not only aligns like where you're interested in it, I think it aligns with some of your gifts and your skill sets. And I think when those pieces start to come together, you just know it. You show up and you know that this is the thing you should be doing. I have one of my coaching clients who's a friend, a coach, and he loves to ask me this question. He says, Coyte, what would you be doing if you weren't doing this? And I'm like, I'm not doing anything else. Like, this is the thing I'm supposed to do. Like, I know it, like through experience is what I'm supposed to. He's like, well, and I finally will say, find something with teaching or coaching, but I this is what I'm meant to be doing right now. I really feel that. And it's, it when you wake up and you just feel such energy. And I always talk about like, it's almost like you imagine a magnet, right? And a lot of times in life, if you turn a magnet one way, it pulls towards each other, right? Like strongly pulls towards each other. Most people know if we turn them the other way, they resist each other. And I think before, because it wasn't the right model for me, I was trying to push my way in to make it work. And there was always that tension. But since I've went inward and I've figured out what really matters to me and I've created the right system around it, I feel pulled towards my work and and the things that I do on a daily basis. And I think you have to have purpose and then you have to go about it the right way. But I feel pulled. That's the best way I can describe it. And it's just been a journey to find it. But once you find it, it's really so rewarding.